Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Stealth the Producer. We are back with another video. Man, I know it's been a minute. I ain't realized how long it had been since I uploaded a video. I had a really busy February, just doing a lot of things, working my hands on a lot of different things right now, and I'm trying to get some things popping for myself. But I saw that a lot of people was reacting to the videos. Well, for me, on my little level, you know what I'm saying, I was getting some views, getting some subs, getting some comments. I was like, you know what, I gotta get back consistent, man. That's the only way this channel's gonna grow. And ain't nobody gonna do it but me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you but you. You know what I'm saying? So always remember that. So I had to get back on here, man. Today we are doing another West Coast beat. I call this one Got It. Definitely got like a LA feel. I'm really vibing with this one. This one slap. I think y'all gonna like this one. So I'm gonna break it down, show you how I made it, show you the arrangement. Then we're gonna play the beat at the end, and then we're gonna rock out like that. Definitely, if this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, let me know what you thought about the beat. Let me know what type of beat you want to see next. And other than that, man, we're gonna get straight to it, man. So this one's called Got It. Let's go. All right, so for this one, like I said, this is definitely a West Coast beat. Definitely a LA artist can get on this. I can hear like a Kalan FrFr. I can hear like a G Perico. I can hear YG on this. It's definitely one of those type of beats. So I started with some keys, right? But these keys kind of got something else behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go on Omnisphere and I just kind of go through my packs. But I also put Decimart on it to give it like a bit crusher, like a distorted, like kind of crunchy feel. And then I also took out a lot of highs and a lot of lows. So I'm gonna play the chords that I did with that. Real simple. Just two chords, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So after I added those keys, I added signed chords to kind of go into the transition of the next set of bars. So I'm gonna play that for you next. Just two chords, nothing crazy, just two chords that I felt complemented the keys that I already put in the beat. And I feel like it gave it that more of a West Coast feel. So right now I'm already feeling like just with these two sounds, it really sounds West Coast. So the thing with that is they're kind of both sitting in the same frequency range. So what I did was when I mixed it, I just went to the mixer and turned those sine chords down so you can kind of hear it, but it don't really sound like it's clashing too much with the original chords that I put, that I started with, you know what I mean? So moving on to the next sound. So I wanted to layer this beat with the piano, right? So I took the same chords, layered it with the piano, give it more of a West Coast feel. Right now we're just building, right? Kind of give it like a darker feel, like and then from there I wanted to add a higher layer of the same chords with another piano. So that's what I did here. Give it some brightness, you know what I'm saying? So with the higher piano chords, I just wanted to add some brightness to the beat so it's not so dark, because I filtered out those highs on the EP and then the piano chords were kind of darker. So I just wanted to add some brightness with a higher octave of the piano. So that's what I did there. And then from there, I had to add the bass, right? And this bass, I never heard of this plugin until I watched the video produced by Infinite, I believe his name is. Shout out to him. I don't know, bro, but I feel like he's from the West Coast. He be making hella West Coast beats. He sound like he West Coast. He sound like he from the area. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bruh. You know what I'm saying? Good to see people from California, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing on YouTube, especially with this sound. There's not a lot of people making these type of beats or showing how to make these type of beats on YouTube. So I definitely appreciate bruh, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be a part of that community as well. So I was watching his video and he was talking about this plugin, Podolsky. I've never heard of this until I watched his video the other day. But yeah, I just grabbed this bass and just played a bass line. Real simple, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, but we just getting the rock, we getting the vibe, you know what I mean? It kind of fit the vibe of the chords and everything, so. All right, from there, we're gonna go to the drums. So the first thing I added was the clap. You know how that go, real simple clap, man. Like, ain't nothing to it. All right, then from there we added the hi-hat. You know I gotta have that bounce, you know what I mean? Hi-hat's kind of giving it that bounce. All right, so after we got the bounce, you know, I had to add the kick next, and I normally add 808 first, but I added the kick here because I didn't know if I wanted to put an 808 on this, and I did put an 808, as you can see next, but I'm gonna tell you what I did with that. I really didn't use it in a typical way that I normally use it, but we'll get to that. So next I added the kick. Now we got a little beat, man. We got a little rock. That's something you can write to. Once you get something that you can write to, or an artist can write to, or start vibing with, you know you got a dope beat. But now it's just about building, continuing to build what you got going. You know what I mean? All right, so now we got that. Then I added the crash. And then from there, I added the open hi-hat. Real quick little. And I only added 2. I didn't do like every bar. You know what I'm saying? Cause I wanted the beat to breathe in between those spaces. You know what I mean? Then we added a perk. I forgot. You know, I forgot what this sound is called. Somebody could tell me in the comments. I forgot that. What is that called? Then after that, I layered the clap with a bell. You know what I'm saying? Kind of give it more space, give it more character, so it's not just a clap. And a lot of times, like, people who don't produce, or you know what I'm saying, like, they don't even notice that. They just hear a clap, but they don't notice there's something else behind it. So a lot of times, like, that's how you add like character to certain sounds. Even simple sounds like a simple clap like that, you just add that little bell behind there and it gives a whole different feel, a whole different character, and it adds to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So, and after that, I added a cowbell, more percussion just to fill the beat up. You know what I'm saying? Now we got something right here. This is sounding like something. Then after that, I added a stomp. You know the West Coast stomp. We got to add that to everything. You know what I'm saying? If it's a West Coast beat and they ain't got no stomp, it ain't no West Coast beat. You know what I mean? So we threw that in there. Woo. And at the end of the bars, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here I was like, you know what? I got the bass, I got the kick, but then I kind of wanted to add like more of a bottom, you know what I'm saying, heavy like thickness to it, because the bass was there, but I was like, man, if somebody's playing in the car, I need to have that rumble. So I did add an 808 just to kind of see what it would sound like. And I ended up keeping it. It didn't sound like it was clashing or anything like that. I just turned it down. You know what I'm saying? And the 808 is following the same pattern as the bass. So and what I like to do, I mentioned in one of my other videos, I always sidechain my my kick to the 808, so the 808 is not like on top of the kick or on top of the bass. It's kind of back there, has its own spaces, doing its own thing, minding its business. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can show you guys how I do that. Just let me know if you have any questions. I'll show you, but I don't want to go through that process and y'all already know what it is. But if you don't know what it is, I can show you. Just let me know and I'll make a video talking about that type of stuff. So after that, I wanted to add some more musical elements. So I added some staccato strings. And then with that, you know what I had to use, right? The Valhalla reverb, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. So for the first ones, for those mid ones, I use Flex. And if for some reason I just wanted to use a different plugin for the higher ones, I never do that. Normally I just duplicate, go to the higher octave, and just either replay or paste the same chords. But for some reason I open Expand for my higher octave staccato strings. With Expand I use the faster attack strings out of the big legato or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, it almost sounds like a whole different set of strings. It don't sound the same as the Flex strings, but it complements it. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. Sometimes it can make the difference. You know what I mean? And then my sweep transition that I use in every beat, that always works. All right, so for the last thing I added, this is actually the hook. The last thing I added for this was the synth line. And I did use the same plugin I used for the bass, the Podolsky. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of gave it like that feel, gave it like a real West Coast feel. So I'm gonna play that real quick. And I didn't add much to that. I didn't add nothing to it, actually. I just kind of filtered out the highs and the lows to kind of give it some space in the frequency range, give it its own space in the frequency range. All right, so now I showed you all the sounds. I'll show you how I made it. Now we're gonna go through the arrangement, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start with the hook and I'm gonna go to the second verse, right? Because when on the second verse, I added another synth line for the second half of the verse that I was kind of playing around with. And at first I'm like, man, should this be like the hook synth? I was like, nah, I like what I got for the hook synth, but I also like this one too. So I wanted to add, I'm like, where can I place this synth? Because I want to put it in the beat. I just don't know where to put it. So what I did was I put it on the second half of the second verse, and then I made it a part of the bridge. So I'm gonna break down the verse and then we're gonna go to the hook. All right, so no kick, just a clap, hi-hat, 808, bass. Then we brought the kick back. Whew. Then we got a little drop right here. And then this the other synth lead that I had. Kind of gives it like a little extra rock, a little extra vibe. Brought the high pianos in for the last 4 bars. Then we go into the hook. The hook synth line, all the sounds in there, strings, 808, kick, clap. You can hear the sine chords. Whew. Sweet. I feel like that's a banger, bro. I ain't gonna cap. But now it's a real simple beat, nothing too crazy. I just want to break it down. I've really been on my West Coast vibe, so that's another beat that I made recently that I feel like is dope. It is in my store. I will have the link in the description if you want to check the beat out. If you want to purchase the beat, lease the beat, or just check it out, feel free to click the link. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know who you hear on this beat. Let me know what type of vibe, what type of flow, what type of artist you can hear on something like this. The next beat that I do is gonna be totally different from anything you've seen on this channel before. And I mentioned before in one of the first videos I did that I'm a very versatile producer. And I think this next video is really gonna show y'all like, okay, you wasn't playing when you said that. Like, be on the lookout for the next video. But other than that, man, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Like the video, comment on the video, and tap in with me, man. We're gonna be back with another one real soon. I'll go by the name of Stealth the Producer. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. I'm gonna get with y'all, man. Peace.